So we're going to go over how to clear and safely approach the two main extracts on this map, as well as the no backpack extract. A fair amount of this is going to be approaching it in the right way and keeping in mind that you're not out till you're out. A lot of people drop their guard once they're out of the mall and about halfway to extraction. Sometimes people are shooting silenced out there if they're extract camping. Sometimes they're just waiting for the end of the raid, and you may not have any idea they're out there just waiting literally in the extracts. You have to be very, very careful not to get too comfortable too early. I'm gonna get myself into position and then extract as if we had Emercom. We have railway, but that's not the hardest one to clear. We're gonna start with this one and then clear on our way over to Emercom. We'll also kind of go over the no backpack extract and how to clear that one. That one's not particularly difficult. And if you're just doing quick runs, probably preferable to use that one for cache running, questing. Kind of removes entirely having to deal with the extract camper, so this area around Elbow, I never recommend it. This area is probably camped more than the extracts, generally by player scavs. That corner there, this corner here, right up here, or right here. At nighttime, this one is almost impossible to spot unless you're looking directly for it. Now, if we have Emercom extract, and we're coming in from the main area of the mall, I recommend coming down here. It's the quietest way to do so. Now, you will run into people that camp this area. They like to strafe on these wooden boards. Unfortunately, most of them, not great. They'll do that. Or, as they're strafing, firing, they don't realize most of their shots are just hitting the floor or the bottom of the fence. Generally pretty easy to kill. Down here, very, very rarely camps unless it's by someone who is literally looting. The favorite spot I've noticed is right here. Prone right here. A lot of people don't check it. Over here, very less likely to be camped. They can't, almost everyone comes down and checks in here, giving them an easy line of fire on you. Now, if you don't have a backpack or you're able to fit everything in your rig, no backpack extract here is absolutely viable. If you have a backpack you're looking to drop, there's a couple real easy spots where you can plop those down. Generally, I favor right here. Depending on the size of the backpack, pretty hidden. People will come back here to check the crate, but they usually don't check behind that cardboard box. You can also throw it on any connex that you can jump up on. They're not bad. A lot of the time, if someone's really looking, they'll find it, but what are you going to do? Approaching here for the no backpack extract, as you cross, you want to look left. People like to lay and shoot between the tires or under this truck. Another popular spot is right here in the crook of the connexes, because they can get you if you're coming up that side, and they can push out and get you if you come up this way as you're in the extract. This is the no backpack extract. Obviously, as it says, you have to drop your backpack. You can wear an armored rig, though. Or really any large rig. It's perfect for I need to find this one item or I have a quest. So heading out to the extract, basically what you want to do is, to the best of your abilities, not attract attention by getting into gunfights with scavs. A very common spot for extract campers here, especially people doing their shooter born in heaven. Right up top here. Also, right up on these stairs. As long as those look clear, you're good to proceed forward. Scavs do patrol up and down here. None right now. You're going to check left and right as you come up here. If you have nades and you hear something funny, drop one over, see what happens. Teams will generally, one here, one over here, especially at night, but they're always wearing night vision. And then there'll be one back here to watch it as well. Probably two more over there. I come through here, stick to the left wall. Right here is not a bad spot. You have pretty good tree cover. To your right, and I just check along the wall. Now, this is the best approach, because the approach that is the easiest to camp, and most frequently is this approach along the wall. A lot of people take the far wall all the way down, and you're extremely visible against the lower white part of the wall. And it's just a huge open field. People lay in bushes there. People snipe you from up here. They'll snipe you from right there. Awful way. Approaching this way, significantly less camped. Generally, by people right here in the bushes. But in almost all cases, they're focused this way. You will hear them turn in the bush and can deal with it from there. And generally, they're not paying, honestly, great attention. When you're coming up, hug the left wall here. Pass between the metal and the bush. Very quiet approach, no feet on metal. For some reason, people like to camp right there in that corner. If there's a team and we kill some, I'll nade that corner and approach. Tents, frequently camped. Generally, again, looking this way. I come through here. You hop up. You can extract here, and you can only be shot really from the way you just cleared and came from. If they are laying in the bushes here, which is not uncommon, they cannot shoot you here. They can't shoot through the cab of the truck. And you'll generally be out in time. If they roll nades over here, almost every time they don't really get you. They kind of have to land in between that fence post and right here, and not too close to the truck or it'll block the blast. You're almost certainly fine. Another spot to be aware of is we've had a lot of people hanging out in the bed of this truck, and they'll stand up when they hear approaching. They're also generally watching this way. They won't hear you until you're cruising up here and already on the truck, so it's not the end of the world. We're going to cruise up and through the mall and go over what I've had the best luck with for clearing and extracting at Railroad. We're pretty much just gonna cross. Damn. A lot down here. I need to repack my mags. Do one up here. We're pretty much just going to move through the mall and approach Railway. That is our extraction this time, and it's generally the preferred extraction. It's significantly harder to camp than Emercom. People still definitely do it. Generally at night, I find, or during the day, long distance with sniper rifles. Now it's going to depend on where you exit. But I generally favor not crossing Ultra exit unless I've cleared and I'm exiting there. If I'm on this side of the mall, I'll go down and exit. I'll cross the garage and go out and under Ultra entrance and then go forward. If your idea side, you're fine to go down and out the front of the idea side garage. If you're Ollie, I generally garage as well and follow this same path that I'm taking now. This area here is a little dangerous, but generally not camped. There are crates here. Right there, bunch of weapons attachments and loot in this area, so you'll generally run into people loot running. Same with these tents. About the highest traffic thing in this area. At nighttime, this is no sweat. Daytime, you'll have to deal with scavs in the garage to your right if you choose to go out through Idea, and scavs at checkpoint. I favor coming out over here just because you have a lot better cover if anyone is sniping from big window. A lot of people go for their shooter born in heaven there. And this makes it significantly easier because you have plenty of cover. Now there's a couple ways that people camp this extract. The first and generally most uncommon is up on the ramp, or on the vehicles by the ramp. It's real visible. This one I almost only ever see at night. And generally they're watching this direction by the construction over there. Over here, you'll generally find more teams. Usually one right here in the corner. Or watching this round, which is why we came up to the right. Gives you a little better sight on it. Usually one down here as well. And the rest will be down by the actual extract. But if you can cross down here, you'll generally see them. If it's nighttime, they almost certainly have night vision, which makes their eyes, you know, glow. Makes it very easy to pick them out. I take a very, very similar approach for both extracts, which is approach up the left side. At this extract, you're more likely to run into other people extracting or hitting the caches than you are campers. And this gives you a fairly good view of both as you approach. And good tree cover. If there is anyone camping here by the extract, they're almost certainly on this hill right here. Behind this building. On top of this truck cab, sometimes in the bed. Right here on the hill in the bush. All of which, especially daytime, fairly obvious except for up here and behind the building. I always keep the building in between me and this side if you suspect anything is going on, because people will prone and fire at you under these. Now this side of the extract is very rarely camped because most players don't know you can extract on this side. You can also extract right through these. Generally pretty safe, even if someone is, as they do, prone right down here. They'll hear you come up and they can shoot you under these. Falling into one of these avoids that. They really can't see or get to you in time in the 6.5 seconds it takes to extract, and you'll be just fine. I would generally recommend, if you have the means to do so, bring at least 2 grenades with you, even if it's just a simple run. If you don't need them, you don't need them. If you got a team kind of hanging out in bushes, absolutely important, will help you extract more often. And to be honest, on Interchange, there's a number of grenade crates, even for loot runs. We went over, I believe, 2 of them on the garage loot run, and you'll find them in caches all the time. It won't be a big expense, but it will help you in almost every situation where you run into, you know, a lone guy or a guy and his partner camping, especially at Emercom Extract.